I bet you can relate to this big time. It's 100 degrees outside and about 90% humidity. The shop is sweating even though it's not been opened up. And I don't feel like doing anything. I got sweat running down places I didn't even know I had. Yeah. So today we're going to do something. It's really applying the little bite philosophy in a huge way, because I always want to be moving forward on the project, even when I want to lay on the floor in front of the air conditioner and do absolutely nothing. But we're going to take a bite out of some things we need to accomplish for the Stitches Challenger, because we've got a package. And I know what's in that package from Captain Curt's garage. It's exciting, and it has to do with the Stitches Challenger. If that doesn't keep you wanting to watch this video, I guess I don't know how to keep you here. Stick around. I'm Mike, and you're watching My Car Shop. So the first thing we're going to do is go that way, not that way, and look at something and bring it up here. So let's go for a walk into the back room. Here we go. Believe it or not, in this mess, there actually is some organization. And the parts that I need are right there. Maybe you can see what they are. It's a hint. Yeah, not the chunk. That stuff. So I'm going to haul that stuff up there in the shop, and then we're going to get some other stuff that we're going to need. That's some heavy stuff. So I want to strip, not me, I want to strip the control arms out of there. And then I've got more stuff. There's more! Stick around. But let's get these brake drum assemblies, which is the bulk of the weight here, stripped off of the control arms. And then we'll bring some more stuff down to look at. Okay, one more cotter pin to get out on this one. And we'll take about 300 pounds off of this bench. These stands hold, these were the heavy duty ones when I bought them. 500 pounds? Something like that, maybe a little more then. So they hold a lot. Okay, that cotter pin ain't coming out of there easily, so we're going to do the right thing and not take it out of there, because none of this stuff is getting reused anyway. Got to get a hammer. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner. Now let's get up and pop that off of there. Okay, I admit it. I don't know where my went. I got the gun. I have two of them. One of them's here with nothing in it. The other one's missing. Must have my pickle fork in it. So, I don't know. This will work. I hope. I don't care about these ball joints. Did I mention that? Just about as far as we can go. We need a little crystal blue persuasion. All right, there we go. So it took a little crystal blue persuasion, that's all. Now we got our studs mushroomed a little bit. There we go. One down. one to go. So the next thing I want to do is get the shocks off. Those are beauties. Okay, so we got these babies stripped down with everything except the lower control arm bushings, which are completely roached. So we're going to order some of those. That one is so roached, it's roached. So we'll take you through how to replace these when we get those. Not today, because I don't have them. But I'm going to clean all of this up, squirrel things away, and then we'll bring something else down that we're going to need for the direction we're heading. Then we'll get into the box. Out with the drums, in with the discs. These are probably 76 A-body spindles and rotors. I have another set that's off of a 73. These actually, never thought that these might be bigger than the 10-inch. Have to measure them, I guess. But anyway, these are the ones I have chosen for stitches. So I need to get this upper control arm off. I checked the ball joints. This one may survive. That one's definitely roached, but I have another set aside for another project. Not sure which project I'm going to use it on. Likely it's going to be, well, it'll either be scoops or it will be the golden mullet. Uncertain on that one yet. I had these two set aside for one for scoops and one for sassy. But yeah, I want, especially I need something. I may go even a higher quality brake on the golden mullet, being as fast as that car is going to be. But these are the ones I decided that I was going to use on stitches. So many S cars. So anyway, let's blow this upper control arm off. Lather, rinse, and repeat in a lot of ways. Like I said, this ball joint, I got to get it cleaned up, and it's nice and tight, but it's filthier than a filthy thing. So I don't mind reusing OE stuff if it's not worn. It's better stuff than aftermarket stuff. And for as little use as this is going to get, I mean, we're not putting 30,000 miles a year on this car. These will last a long time. And besides that, if it doesn't last, for those who are having a meltdown right now, if it doesn't last, it takes 20 minutes to change one of these ball joints. Okay, the 10-inch, I measured them. The rotors look nice, so we'll be able to get those cleaned up and turned. Lots of meat left on those. We may just turn them ourselves here. We'll see. So we've got everything but 2 caliper mount bolts, which I've got another set, so we'll rob those from there for now. I'm not sure where those went. I don't remember stealing them for another project, but I might have, now that I think about it, because I had a set that had been in water on the mud, and the bolts were really rusty, and we may have swapped them out. I may have another set back in the cabinet. But we have our lower control arms, we have our discs and caliper mounts, spindles. We're only missing one thing. And I have those in the back room, so let's go get them. Well, I found one of them. Where the other one is doesn't matter. I thought it was still on the car, but I took them off like 2 years apart. So these. Now I want to talk a little bit about fitment. If you're going to use original equipment stuff, you're going to use the original Challenger upper control arms. I believe. Yes, I believe so. I got to double think this. The upper control arms, the lower control arms, but you're going to use the duster spindles. I think that's what we did on the Charger. I'm almost positive. I'll confirm that. Okay, confirmed. What I thought I remembered. Upper and lower control arms out of the Challenger, spindles, rotors, calipers off the Duster. There can possibly be some alignment issues. I've never had that happen, but I know there can. I know it's even more likely if you're using the 73 to 76 Volare, even though they say they will fit better. But there are offset camber caster adjustments that give you a little more adjustment if you run into that problem. So you're using these original ones, you're using these original ones, and you're using these parts. If you're converting a drum brake Duster to a disc brake Duster, so like my 68 we converted, we used the upper control arms and the spindles and put that onto the lower control arms from the 6-cylinder car. That's the way you do that conversion. I've done that a ton of times. I've done this one a few times too, but not as much. So that's why I confused myself, because I had to think, okay, A body, E body, B body. We did this same conversion on the Charger. We used the upper control arms from the Charger, the lower control arms from the Charger, and the A-body spindles, and that car works fine. So anyway, that's where we're at. So problem I got is the other one of these is kicking around here, but you know what? Let's get the box. Captain Curt's Garage out of Texas sent me this. Thought it was on here somewhere, his return address. Doesn't matter. Anyway, it's all in the barcodes. But he sent me these and said he bought them for his B-body Charger, which is the same as the E-body Challenger. So most of the components, suspension-wise, and a lot of the body undercarriage stuff between the 70 to 74 Challenger and the 71 to 74 Charger are the same. A lot's the same. So he said, I bought these for my car. I didn't use them. I ended up getting a brand new set of upper and lowers. And he said, do you want these? I said, sure, I'll be happy to. I'm honored. So he sent me these plates, which are reinforcement plates for the lower control arms. And he sent me brand new totally tubular upper control arms. So that's what we're going to be using. And yes, there's not one, but two. So of course I got to figure out which is right and left, which will be super easy once we get to put them in the car. This has polyurethane bushings up here, brand new ball joints here. So I am going to put Polly, because she wants a cracker. I'm going to put Polly lower control arm bushings in here. I think my Dake press will do the job. We'll get those pressed in. We'll show you how we do that. We're going to get these all cleaned up and painted and pretty. We're going to drag out our lower K-frame, and we can start working on that. We've still got some fabrication work to do. I'm still kind of on hold with the lizard skin idea right now. But one thing that we need to do on this before we can get the front suspension in is I want to get that engine compartment all cleaned up. I don't know that I want to paint it yet. Probably not, but I want to get it cleaned up and probably in like an epoxy primer or something so that it's done, and then all we have to do is clean it up and paint it when we're ready to paint the engine body color. So yeah, this is exciting. I've got the torsion bars around. I have the set that came out of this car, but I actually have another set, which is some of you were having a meltdown when I was taking the torsion bars out of this. I've got another set for this car. I wasn't really caring about those that much. I didn't have the special tool to take them out. Somebody suggested using a bicycle gooseneck. Winter, I hadn't thought of that. I was going to machine up something, but at the time I just needed to get them out of there. I was in kind of a hurry. So anyway, we will make up that tool out of a bicycle gooseneck. I'll dig around and find those other torsion bars. They're out of, I can't remember what they're out of, but they're a nice set of bars. They're the ones I wanted to use in this from the beginning. Anyway, so there we go. That was fun. We got a lot of progress made. We will get these cleaned up, get them painted, get them pretty. That'll be coming. We will start working on getting the rotors cleaned up and all of that stuff. Boy, These are like brand new discs, brand new shoes. Baby's got a new pair of shoes. Hey, if they clean up and they're good, why not use them? We're not putting 30,000 miles a year on this car. Those will probably last the rest of my life. We'll see. Oh, you got to put new stuff on. Remember what my car shop is about. Make it safe. Make it done. And go have fun. It's about building cars penny on the dollar. It's about doing something that every person here can relate to. And they waffle back and forth about doing it right, or can this work, or can that work. There is nothing wrong with reusing good parts. Even brake shoes can be reused if there's a lot of meat on them. So as long as they're not glazed up and cracked, and we'll look at them. But again, why spend 20 bucks if we don't have to? Oh, you're so cheap. Let me tell you, 20 bucks here, 20 bucks there, 20 bucks, 30 bucks, 50 bucks, 100 bucks, 30 bucks, 50 bucks, 100 bucks. It all adds up. That's why we only have $3,000 into this car and have it this far along. Because every single penny, and unfortunately they're trying to outlaw pennies, but every single penny counts. It's huge. They add up. Every penny, every nickel, every quarter, every dollar adds up into big savings on a build. You're not going to believe how little we have in this car by the time we're done. All right, that's going to do it for this one. We'll catch you on the next one. We're going to be coming back to this again. We'll be moving forward on this. We'll be working on the engine compartment. We've still got some cleanup to do in the back with some of the fabrication that's almost done. We just got to finish it up. The trunk floor is all done. We've got some wheel well work to do on this side I want to get done in the back. And this driver's side wheel well, nope, passenger side wheel well needs to be cleaned up and painted. So we got lots coming, so don't go away. And we'll catch you on the next one. Like, share, subscribe. We have channel memberships for as little as $5 a month. All kinds of behind the scenes stuff that's fun for those who subscribe. And of course, the higher the level, the more you get. All right. Like I already said that, t-shirts, Schultz Sign Company, get your t-shirts. The link is down in the comments. Don't forget, it's important. Wow.